The railways arrived in Leeds in 1834 when the Leeds and Selby Railway, which became part of the North Eastern Railway, opened its line. It had a terminus at Marsh Lane, east of the city centre, and in 1840 the North Midland Railway, constituent of the Midland Railway, constructed its line from Derby via Rotherham to a terminus at Hunslet Lane to the south. It was extended to a more centrally located terminus at Wellington Street in 1846, also known as Wellington Station. Another railway station, Leeds Central, was opened in 1854 by the Manchester and Leeds Railway and the London and North Western Railway, or LNWR. This railway station became jointly owned by the LNWR and the North Eastern Railway, but other companies had powers to run their trains there, including the Great Northern and the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway. In 1869, New Station opened as a joint enterprise by the LNWR and the North Eastern Railway. It connected the former Leeds and Selby Railway line to the east with the LNWR lines to the west. A mile-long connection was built, carried entirely on viaducts and bridges. New Station was partially built on a bridge over the River Aire, adjacent to Wellington Railway Station. The arches created under the station are known as the Dark Arches. The map to the we don't need that. The first rationalisation occurred in 1938 when two railway stations, New Street and Wellington, were combined to form Leeds City Station, opening on the 2nd of May that year. This was designed by LMS architect William Henry Hamlin. The third railway station, Leeds Central, was unaffected by the change. Part of Wellington Railway Station later became a parcels depot. The North Concourse and Queen's Hotel were built at this time. In March 1941, the Luftwaffe launched attacks on Leeds, Armley, Beeston and Bramley. Leeds New Station was one of the primary targets, along with the Town Hall, Kirkgate Markets, the Central Post Office, the Quarry Hill Flats, Hotel Metropole and part of the Inner Ring Road. The station was bombed, causing an unknown number of casualties, but was later rebuilt. The Transport Act of 1947 nationalised nearly all forms of mass transport in Great Britain and came into effect on the 1st of January 1948. British Railways then came into existence as the business name of the Railway Executive of the British Transport Corporation on the 1st of January 1948. In 1962, British Railways House, now City House, was added to the railway station. It was designed by the architect John Poulson, providing British Railways with administrative buildings. The building became dated and hard to be let before refurbishment in 2009. The building was lambasted in 1967 by poet John Betjeman, who said it blocked all the light out of the city square and was a testament to money with no architectural merit. In 2010, the building was bought by property company Bruntwood, which, as of 2017, redeveloped it to provide serviced offices with a new look to the facade. In 1967, further remodelling of the site took place and trains using Central Railway Station were diverted into the City Railway Station, which became the main railway station serving the city. Central Railway Station was closed and had to be demolished. The viaduct leading to Central Railway Station is one of many disused viaducts near Leeds Railway Station. Engineering work included replacing 100-year-old bridges over the Leeds and Liverpool Canal, the construction of the South Concourse and an overall roof, along with the major platform and track alteration layout. With the commissioning of a new power signal box to control the station area went underway. At the time of this rebuilding, the railway station was served by 500 trains on a typical day, with 2.75 million passenger journeys a year. Wellington became entirely devoted to parcels traffic at this time, with the track layout extensively changed. The remaining Midland Line trains, which previously used City North Station, were diverted into the City South Station, the former LNER New Station, and simply called Leeds at this time. The station had overhead electrification installed under the ownership of British Rail in 1988 to facilitate usage of the new Class 91 services on the East Coast Main Line. And in the 1990s, the railway station capacity was exceeded on a daily basis, and in the 1967 design was deemed inadequate. Between 1999 and 2002, a major project rebuilding took place, branded as Leeds' first. The project saw the construction of additional approach tracks at the western end of the railway station, improving efficiency by separating trains travelling to and from different destinations and preventing them from having to cross over each other's routes. The railway station was expanded from 12 to 17 platforms, with the construction of new platforms on the south side and reopening of the disused parcels depot to passengers on the north side. The majority of the track, points and signals were also replaced, and the 1967 power box closed, control being handed over to the signalling centre at York. The most visible change to passengers, however, was the replacement of the 1967 metal canopy with a brand new glass roof, considerably increasing the amount of daylight on the platforms. A new footbridge was also provided, replacing the previous underpass, and ancillary improvements included a new multi-storey car park, along with a railway station entrance, refurbishing the North Concourse with expanding retail facilities. A small temporary station called Leeds Whitehall was provided to handle some services while the railway station was being remodelled. This was used between September 1999 and February 2002. So let's get started on a very wet, very soggy Leeds with 68022, passed by 158850. Working the 0827 Transpennine Express service from Liverpool Lime Street to Scarborough, and the 0819 Northern service to Morecambe via Skipton and Lancaster, respectively. Next in, terminating with a Northern Rail service from Doncaster, is Cavcivity 331 104. Another Northern unit arriving to terminate is 333015, terminating with a Northern Rail service from Ilkley. Arriving to terminate with an LNER service from London King's Cross is 801 103 and 801 108. And as they arrive on the far side, terminating on the inner platforms is 150-228 and 150-214 with a Northern Rail service from Knaresborough, while 331-105 departs, working the 0825 Northern service to Skipton. Trying to sneak in on the far side is 158868, terminating with a Northern Rail service from Sheffield. And going out on the far side is 331-104, departing with the slightly delayed 0822 Northern Rail service to Doncaster via Wakefield Westgate. Arriving to terminate with a Northern Rail service from Skipton is 331111. Three more in the same video now as 17457 departs with the 0829 Northern Rail service to York via Harrogate, whilst 158844 departs on the far side with the 0829 Northern Rail service to Nottingley via Wakefield Westgate, and 185 terminates with the Transpennine Express service from Huddersfield. Terminating with a Northern Rail service from Carlisle via the Settle and Carlisle line is 158796 and 158872. Over on the far side, we see the departure of 158868, working the 0832 Northern Rail service to Sheffield via Wakefield Kirkgate. And whilst that departs, arriving is 185116 and 185145, with the 0834 Transpennine Express service from Manchester Piccadilly to Hull. And after they go through, it's 1 in 1 out as 333015 departs with the 0833 Northern Rail service to Ilkley, whilst 1858904 arrives, terminating with a Northern Rail service from Sheffield. Arriving on the far side to terminate with a Northern Rail service from Nottingley is 158797. And then arriving on the new platform 0 is 333014, terminating with a Northern Rail service from Ilkley. Another terminator now is 17454, terminating with a Northern Rail local service from Harrogate. Terminating 35 minutes late with a service from Hebden Bridge, vice Wigan Northwestern, is 155323 and 158787. Swiftly disappearing on the far side is 158797, working 5 Foxtrot 44 to Leeds Holbeck loco sidings. And as that disappears off into the ABC 158753 terminated, working a Northern Rail service from Lancaster. Getting ready to depart with the 0842 Northern Rail service to Bradford Forster Square is 333014. And arriving on platform 2 to terminate with a Northern Rail service from Ilkley is 333016. Finally, a train that isn't a Northern unit as 800 207 and 800 208 pass through, working 3 Alpha 22 from Neville Hill TRSMD to Harrogate. Pair of dual departures now as 185132 in the background works the 0845 Transpennine Express service from Redcar Central to Manchester Airport, whilst 800 103 and 800 108 depart with the 0846 LNER service to London King's Cross via Wakefield and Doncaster. Another Turbostar arriving to terminate, this time with a Northern Rail service from Knaresborough, is 170472. Look at the rain just teeming down as 800 109 arrives, terminating with an LNER service from London King's Cross. And as that depart arrives, we see departing in the background 185119, working the 0847 Transpennine Express service to Huddersfield, whilst also departing is 153328 and 158787, working the slightly delayed 0842 Northern service to Chester. This terminated today at Hebden Bridge due to a tree on the line. Departing with the slightly delayed 0848 Northern Rail service to Sheffield via Wakefield Westgate is 158904. And arriving on the far side to terminate with a Northern Rail service from Goole is 158791. Also arriving to terminate is 333 008, terminating with a northern service from Skipton. Rounding the bottleneck, we see 802-207 working the slightly delayed 0851 Transpennine Express service from Liverpool Lime Street to Edinburgh Waverley. Over on the far side, we see the departure of 331-107 with the 0854 Northern Rail service to Skipton. Also on the far side, we see the departure of 158791. Departing with the 0858 Northern Rail service to Nottingley. Next out is the departure of 170-472 with the 0859 Northern Rail service to Knaresborough. And after that departure, we see the departure of 195-103. Departing with the 0857 Northern Rail service from York to Blackpool North. This terminated at Bradford Interchange today due to a fallen tree on the line. And whilst that's departing, we see the arrival of 333 005, terminating with a Northern Rail service from Bradford Forster Square. Arriving with the 0916 LNER service from Bradford Forster Square to London King's Cross is 801-112 and 801-102. And whilst that's finishing its arrival, we see 331111 depart with the 0903 Northern Rail service to Ilkley. Whilst 220030 and 221134 arrive in the background with the 0908 cross-country service from Birmingham New Street to Newcastle, we see 333011 arrive, terminating with a northern service from Ilkley. Arriving to terminate with a Northern Rail service from York is 170-460. And whilst that terminates, we see the departure of 195020 with the 0909 Northern Rail service to Nottingham via Wakefield, Kirkgate, Sheffield, Chesterfield and Alfreton. Arriving 19 minutes late, we see 158902 and 158848 with the 0855 Northern service from Halifax to Hull. And after that's passed through, we see 185144 and 185108 arriving with the 0914 Transpennine Express service from Manchester Airport to Redcar Central via York and Middlesbrough. Departed on the far side with the slightly delayed 0907 Transpennine Express service from Hull to Manchester Piccadilly is 185106 and 185151. Arriving to terminate with a Northern Rail all stations stop service from Doncaster is 331102. As 195004 arrives in the background, terminating with a Northern service from Nottingham, 333016 departs with the slightly delayed 0912 Northern Rail service to Bradford Forster Square. And chasing after that for departure is 802102 and 802112 with the 0915 LNER service from Bradford Forster Square to London King's Cross. And then chasing quickly after that is 802215 with the 0915 Transpennine Express service from Newcastle to Liverpool Lime Street via Manchester Victoria. And then to end this madness and misery in the rain, we see 158753 depart with the 0920 Northern Rail service to Carlisle via the Settle and Carlisle line. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed what you saw, click on the 2 videos here at the end screen. Helps out the channel. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are new and got this far. And we'll see you all in the next video, folks, wherever that may take us. We'll see you then, folks.